Hey everybody, it is Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari.
And as usual, I am the infamous Ebony Sims. How y'all doing?
You're infamous now?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
I am
Well,
the
what you drinking
infamous.
on?
I am drinking on some hard mics. And I fall
Okay.
in love with the black cherry. And then
Okay.
I got another one when this is gone because I needed a double dose of it. And this one is hard pineapple strawberry.
Oh, okay. Okay. I am drinking from Trader Joe's this watermelon cooler
Ooh, sounds delish.
with a little citrus Ciroc in it.
Why come I didn't pour mine into a glass so I can be more sophisticated?
You always want to be the gutter bitch that you normally are, so that's the reason why.
I just said F this shit.
Classy
I just
bitches
bring
drink out
it
of classy
straight to
glasses.
the bottle. I'm just drinking out the bottle. Whatever. I like the way my lips look when I do it.
That's right, because that's what I was. I'm glad I didn't have to say it. I'm glad I didn't have to. You said it for me. No
Well, come
need
on,
for me to
honey.
say it.
Come on, honey. Let's get this show on the road so I can go back to sleep. Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So there's I think there's a did you know? This did you know? We're gonna do the did you know before we do this shameworthy topic, but so did you know that there is a town? There's a island. Sorry, not a town, an island, a whole island of people in Ireland,
Ireland.
that just recently started having sex naked.
Do I know?
So this town is called Ennis Begs, Beag.
Okay.
They only have like about 500 people that live on this island. So first of all, it used to be back in the 60s and 70s, it used to be the island that hated sex. And that's because no one on the island used to engage in any sexual activities unless they were married and they were doing it to procreate.
Okay.
So there was no nudity in sex. They would keep, just remove their bottom parts. It was only missionary. There was no oral. If anal sex occurred, it was only because the people didn't know which hole to put it in, because again, the parents didn't talk about sex. There was no sex education. When women started their periods, it'd just be like, bitch, you just bleeding. Like the moms didn't have, it was just, they didn't talk about it. When women through menopause, it was they thought it was an actual like disease. And
do they not have TV and stuff over there? Like, I'm confused.
I don't really know if they had televisions, but like there's
Are they
no
like the Amish, or I don't know.
Amish people have sex. They be fucking.
I mean, duh. But as far as like, they also know. Well, I don't know what Amish people know about sex. Well, I know they be getting it on.
Well,
I'm confused on why they wouldn't take their clothes off to have sex though.
well, it wasn't until after the pandemic that they started finally taking their clothes off for sex. The town is starting to embrace that, people get naked. Like you didn't get naked, you didn't unclothe yourself in front of anybody. Like you're the only person to ever see your body fully undressed.
It wasn't against the law. It was just something they were just doing.
Yeah, it's for generations and generations. So
For generations and generations.
yes, this has been it's been generations. Yeah.
They so weird.
Since the 50s.
Baby, they are so weird. I think.
Yeah, so but yeah, you only had sex. All of the marriages are arranged. So you didn't just go meet somebody and be like, ooh, he's sexy. No, everything was already automatically arranged. you're marrying somebody, y'all only having sex if you're married and when you guys are trying to have conceive children. Otherwise, there's no other sex.
So what's the population over there?
It's about 350 people on the island.
That sounds like they all related to me. So now they having these. That's so weird. The only thing in that you said,
go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing that's not weird about this whole situation that you just brought up is them having arranged marriages. And it makes sense that they're not all sleeping with cousins and brothers and sisters and aunties. That's the only reason why that makes sense to me. But again, they could still be doing all of that.
Right. They could be. But let me tell you the extent of the no sex. They don't even allow the animals and pets to have sex.
What they
unless, like farming animals, unless they are trying to reproduce to make more farm animals. Otherwise, there's no dogs humping on dogs and cats getting it from cats and pets are not allowed to have sex.
So their TV shows and such aren't probably geared towards lovemaking scenes and all that because they don't want the people to be aroused and see. They're not having regular sex on TV anymore. So that's just so for generations and generations.
Yes.
Well, more power to the Irish.
Yes. But yeah, it was once dubbed the island that hated sex. And it's big. BEAG.
That's what they telling us. That's what they want us to know. They're probably over there doing all kind of strange shit to animals and everything damn else. Hell. I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No.
Why not?
I don't. Because I don't believe it. Because if for generations or whatever, if anybody over there, if anybody under the age of 21 has a cell phone, they are subject to those things unless.
But that's the thing. We don't know that they have access to those type of things on this island. If they have made it to where, I mean, it's not an Amish community, it's a Catholic community. But if they made it to where you don't have access to those things.
That's exactly how I know. You said the one word I know that makes the story unrealistic for me.
Well,
Catholic community. I'm over. You don't got to say nothing else to me. I don't believe it. Get somebody else to report it. I don't believe it. I don't care what they said.
Oh my goodness. Whatever.
Not the track record they carry. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Sam.
Well, their strict customs was no physical contact, no sexual conversations, no sexual education, no nudity in public. Like
the only way that would, I don't believe it. No, ma'am.
And they literally refer to sex as dutiful intercourse.
In other words, it feel like he going on top of me.
Yes.
Lord. Even in the Color Purple Child, they was doing it all kind of different ways. And it was in the 20s. So I know. So that means there's probably no homosexuality over there in any of those things.
Yeah, I probably would guess that there's not. And if there are any homosexuals, they will never, ever be able to reveal themselves.
Get out of there. Get out of that island. Get off the island.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a did you know? I seen that. I was like, oh, I definitely got to tell the ladies about this.
The ladies.
Well, lady. the lady. I don't know. Whatever. You. My bad. I had to definitely share. There's also something else I'm gonna share next week that I was just we were invited on Liquor Talk and I learned some stuff. So I got some so I got some. It was really, really fun. You was too busy getting beautiful. And you were missed. It was with the Raw Sex podcast who we did it with the last time.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So if y'all didn't see it, it aired on Sunday on the Liquor Talk podcast on YouTube and StreamYard.
Yeah, I love the Liquor Talk podcast. I hate that I missed it. I have to go on by myself with just him next time. You can invite me anytime, Mr. Big. Okay.
Yeah, but it was a good time. It was a really good time. We had fun. But anyway, there was some stuff that was discussed on there that I definitely need to share with our audience as well. So I'm going to do that next week. Because right now we need to get into the shameworthy topic. And normally we have an actual person's name to shame. In this case, because they are protected by the military, we don't have a name to shame. So we are just going to shame all of Camp Pendleton. Had a whole little. We're just going to shame the whole entire camp because you're keeping this person's name on a hush who is responsible for kidnapping a 14-year-old girl and keeping her in your barracks.
I'm curious to how many people knew about this.
I only saw the one man. The one
Was
man.
he black?
No, he's not black. He's he looks like he's not black. So he could either be Asian, Hispanic, or white.
Okay.
And they only showed the back of him when he was getting arrested.
That's why I couldn't tell. It was hard for me to determine what he was because I only saw the back of him. Yeah,
they only show the back of him. I mean, we don't even get an age or anything. But the thing about it is, he had this girl in this barracks for 2 weeks. She was missing for 2 weeks.
They haven't even said how the situation came up. Like, what did he trick her on the internet and lure her to a place and then take her, or was she just out?
It doesn't. When I tell you, they are keeping this on, like keeping it under wraps. Like they're not really releasing too much of anything. Just like the police, the military police, and the police trafficking task force in San Diego went and spoke to the military command officials and spoke to the young lady, and they're just not saying anything about it, especially for a girl to be gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's awful. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I instantly had to send this because, we do a lot of talking about how it was the other base that we normally get news on, but we never talk about the aspects of how those people are over there are doing things like this, and then all of them are being swept under the rug. The last time we talked about it was about Vanessa, you know what I'm saying, and how they covered that up or tried to cover it up until her family got super duper involved. And this is the time when I think everybody needs to be involved. Like, give us the details on this person. We want to know how he did it, why he did it, when he did it, who he was doing it with, and all that. So the other people can be safe, because if there's one, there is more. For 2 weeks, there's no way.
Yeah, and I mean, if it was just a regular civilian,
right,
they would be like, Johnny Appleseed, 25,
Exactly.
kept a
And
14-year-old girl
photo.
hostage, met her on the
Exactly.
internet. Da, 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 da. But no, they're literally not giving you anything. And of course, like always, the 14-year-old, they victim shame. She's a habitual runaway. She's normally gone for 2 to 4 days every time she runs away. Like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? She's 14 years old.
Right. 14-year-olds run away all day, every day. They go to their friend's house. They say they won't. That's what 14-year-olds do. And even who cares? She was snatched. She didn't go back home. There's no, and honestly, well, and we don't know. I know you said that she was kidnapped, but honestly, because they're keeping away so many details, we honestly don't know if she was kidnapped. We don't know if she went with him on her own fruition and she was there and then just scream raped because of the situation, or if they're charging with statutory rape.
It really doesn't matter
grown.
if it really honestly doesn't matter if she went there voluntarily, and it doesn't matter it doesn't matter if she was there voluntarily. It doesn't matter if she never said no. She's fucking 14 years old and you're a grown-ass man. You deserve to be in jail. So none of that shit matters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, of course he's underage and he should be penalized for that. I'm saying we just need more details to determine, like, all of the facts. Like, he guilty of thin. That's just all out already. But I just need to know more details, because I just need to know more details about the shit.
Yeah, this is definitely something that I want to follow up with and do an update on it when we know more information. But I really don't feel like we're gonna know any more information because the military is just gonna cover it up.
I'm so glad I never went to the military.
It is what it is. Yeah, so we're gonna shame every single
Camp Pendleton.
Yes, all of them. They're all shamed just because we know it's a Marine Corps cover up.
Right, and whoever reported it, like, how did it get caught? How were you led to that base? Like, what the fuck happened? I need to know. Like, what happened? How did you know she was there? Like, was she on her cell phone? The out tracks? Like, what happened? I need to know. I don't want to have to get Olivia Benson on the case, because that bitch finds out everything. Olivia Benson going to file charge on everybody. And
she on vacation. She on vacation. I just saw her on vacation with her family.
That's gotta be. Well, where's Stabler at? He's on.
Yeah, I literally today just saw her. I saw her and her kids and her husband on vacation. They was all booed up and everything, and I'm like, all right, Mariska.
I love her. I that's my girl. So, all right.
Yeah, so she on vacation, so she ain't even in the country.
We need you on the case.
Figure it out, boo. Figure it out. But yeah, so shame on Camp Pendleton. You guys, you are our shame-worthy topic and people and organization for today, because it's the disrespect. Okay, the disrespect. All right. So the next thing I need to show y'all is I kind of did a toy reveal on the Liquor Talk podcast. So I know I should have came to my people first and showed you guys this toy. So this was the toy. It's for men. It's a cock ring. It comes with a remote, and this goes on the head, goes across the shaft of the penis, and it vibrates. It has a little thing for the G spot here, and then it has a little place here for the clit.
And so that goes between the gooch. He puts it on there, and that goes between the gooch.
Yeah, no, the balls. The balls sit the back of the balls. This goes on the back of the balls, and this is in the front of the balls. So the balls are in between here.
Oh, I see.
And then this is the penis. This just rests on top of the penis. So when you insert the penis, this whole thing goes inside of the vagina.
Oh, so it gives the dingling more girth and Okay,
Yes.
for you little people.
So
Okay.
you can get some more. That's not even little people, it could be skinny people.
Guinea pig. Oh yeah, it gives more.
Yeah.
Right, right,
So
right.
it gives you more girth, and it vibrates. Has all the speeds. It does come with the remote. It's super powerful.
Well, that's loud too.
Yeah, it's loud. It's got some real
Okay.
speedy but it pulsates, it does all kinds of everything. And like I said, it does have a remote. Um Depending on your size,
Mhm.
uh this tip of this, because it vibrates, so this whole thing is vibrating, so it's giving the woman, stimulating the woman, but it's also stimulating the penis.
Mhm.
So the tip of this, if you are I'm gonna say, if your penis is about an 8.5, 8.5, this probably hits the very little tip of your mushroom, your crown of your
Mhm.
penis. So you're getting all of this vibration underneath the most sensitive part, because women, if you didn't know, the underneath the head is the most sensitive part of the man's penis. So this is just vibrating and just giving that area just the extra stimulation. So it's just a good toy. It's for the woman, it's for the man, but it's great for the woman. So this is they're sold out. So I can't really give you the information on, because they're sold out. They asked me about it on the Liquor Talk and they're completely sold out. But it is a it's a it's a 360 penis ring. And but yeah, they're sold out on everything. So Amazon has a version of it, but it
Oh,
ain't the
this
same.
Prime Day too. I'm going there and check that out.
Yeah, so it's sold out. But that's our toy of the week. It's for the men, but it is great for the woman as well. So
That one looks interesting. I like that one.
mm-hmm. All right. So that's our toy. And let's see. I have one more little I thought I did you already did the did you know about the thing. Why don't you give us a topic?
Finally. Okay, now let's get to something good. Consent or not to consent? That
Okay.
is the question. Consent or not consent? That is the question. Consent was in a relationship. Okay. So many of the things I did to get him, I'm no longer cool with. Is it a selfish to change consent now that we are in a relationship? So was it wrong to switch the script, to change the script, to flip the script once you're in a relationship, like you used to do all these nasty, freaky things, and now you don't want to do them anymore because now you snagged them and you change your mind?
So this is a listener question.
It is a listener
Um,
question. Mhm.
okay, so um you have the right to change your mind anytime you have sex or don't want to have sex or no longer want to do anything. Um,
But
but your partner is going to be very pissed, especially if it's something that they thoroughly enjoy that you were willing to do and now you no longer want to. But it still doesn't mean that you have to do it.
yeah, I absolutely agree. You don't have to do that. When you change your mind about whatever you want. You used to cook all the time and now you don't. He gonna get fed some other way. And it's the same thing with the sex. You change your mind about doing those things and now you don't do them anymore. He's gonna be pleased or pleasured some other way. Or y'all will end the relationship because one of the things that he probably liked about you, or they probably liked about you, was the fact that you were open sexually and you guys both enjoyed those intimate times together. But now that you're flipping the script, I think you're gonna have a new leading character, a leading man or woman in your life. So I think that if, depending on what those things are, now if those things are inflicting pain and all that, I think that you just need to, what you've been doing, especially, I need to know more details, like how long y'all been together, how long you been pulling this charade, how long you been pretending to like this shit. Because if you've been pretending to like it for a year, now all of a sudden you're gonna stop, bye ho, it's over with, bye sir, bye ma'am, bye. But if it's just y'all know each other 2 weeks and then y'all decided to get together and you say, hey, I really feel uncomfortable with that. Can you at least try it a different way, or try different things to work your way back up to take it slow with it?
I just feel like there's a lot of this in relationships, especially with women. Wanting to be chosen, wanting to try to keep a man, try to get him sprung or whatever the case may be, and you go out there and just agree to all of this craziness of sex, because sometimes sex can be crazy. Some men live out their fantasies on every single woman that they have sex with, and it may be a different fantasy, and now you have engaged in all these things and you don't agree to them, and you don't agree, you don't want to do, you no longer want to participate or do them. Like I said, you have a right to change your mind at any point in time during sex. Just know that sadly, there will be some type of repercussions or consequences. And like Ebony said, there is a strong possibility that he will find somebody else who will allow him to tie them upside down and face fuck them with their penis or something. I don't know what it is that you've taken on that you no longer want to take on, but there are going to be consequences to it, because like I said, if you just don't know, this could have been something that is his fetish, that he loves, and it's a deal breaker for him if you're not willing to do it. Mm-hmm. So you just have to decide and determine whether or not it's really that important to you that you no longer want to do it, or just don't do it. I mean, it is your God-given right to not do it. Like, hey, I don't want to do that shit no more. And you just hope for the best.
Yeah, you can absolutely say no. But I mean, don't do that. I don't even know what's off limits and what's top, because everybody is doing everything nowadays. So what used to be,
but are they?
I mean, I guess everybody's not eating ass. Everybody's not saying they're eating ass. However, everybody, I would say probably 85% of people are doing stuff. I'll say 82% are doing everything.
I don't even think it's that many.
82% of the people's doing everything. And that little rest of them, the rest of them percentage, they're not doing nothing. They're not.
I think that percentage is way too high. I think it's more like 30-40% of people is doing everything. And everybody else is just out here having sex. There are still people that are just only doing 4 or 5 different positions, and this is like, that's it for them. I believe there's more of that than anything. Everybody ain't hanging off of chandeliers and eating asses, and
they might not have chandeliers in their house.
Being tied up. Everybody ain't doing all of the freaky deaky stuff. There's a lot of folks out there.
Well, we can beg the difference, because you said your little weak 34%. And I'm saying it's 82.
I said 30-40%.
Okay, 30-40%. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I feel like it's 82%. You can just say your little amount, and I can say my big amount.
I mean, you can, but what are you? How are you? How do you know that is that?
How do you know? How do you know that it's not?
Because when I have a lot of sexual conversations with people, and a lot of the conversations, most of those people, they don't be engaging in a lot of crazy sex.
That's what those people are. Lames. I can't help that. I'm talking about the people that I talk to who are not L7. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about the people who really are getting busy.
And 82% of the population is out there
80,
just having crazy wild sex.
yes. Uh-huh. What is crazy wild sex?
I mean, that's a good question because
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said, and before I gave that number, because the stuff that we were deemed nasty and ooh taboo back in the day, they didn't ran out the water that shit. Now they're like, you don't do that. So everything now, everybody's not eating booty like groceries, but listen, I'm sure it's at least 82% eating booty like groceries. They're not. It's probably more than that. They're just not saying it.
girl, now you're going too far. 82% of the population eating booty.
Listen, the way these people acting, they not sniffing bath salts no more. They are sniffing booties, just like that dog sniffed that lady booty and ran away. I'm sure, because that's what they all cuckoo in the brain right now.
Listen, that was the funniest shit ever. I was like, oh, it started crying. Like, bitch, your pussy is turned. And what ain't it? What is it? What is it past turn? What is it past? What is it? Oh, turn what? Ah, damn, what is it?
If you stop saying it, I can think of it. Just stop talking for a second. I don't remember. Pasteurized? No.
No, but it has something to do with like when milk and stuff curds, when it turns bad.
Something. Gone.
Whatever. That's yes. Whatever. That's what the hell your vagina. Yeah, that shit is just it's turned bad. It's bad. It's spoiled. But it was a whole nother word that I really liked. I was trying to keep the little concept of it.
Listeners that listen to us, put in the comments what it is. Okay? Because we can't remember. It's gone bad. Has gone sour.
No, it was that is what it translates to, but it was a whole nother gone something. It was a whole nother term for it.
Yeah, it was good.
But yeah. Anyway. That's what's done happened. It's a travesty. That's what the hell it is. It's a travesty out here. It is crazy. And so there's another story that I have been following. It was about two 80-year-old women that were picked up by the ambulance and were sexually assaulted in the back of the ambulance.
There was 80-year-olds?
Yeah, they was 80, two 80-year-old women.
Oh man.
Yep.
They was raped or just touched?
It just says sexually assaulted. So I'm not thinking that they were raped. It doesn't say raped. It just says sexually assaulted. Yeah. So one of the paramedics, while he's back in the back in San Mateo County, so that's it's in Colorado.
Oh, Colorado?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh no, sorry, in California. The company is based out of Colorado. Sorry.
Oh no, that's in California.
Yeah, it's in California. The driver, I mean, his name is Miguel Otaveros, 35 years old. He pled not guilty to 2 felony counts of forcible oral copulation.
So he made them suck his dick.
Yep. 82-year-old Asian woman.
Ooh, I was about to say something. Ooh, I was about to say something that's going to get us canceled. Lord, that is so jacked up.
Please don't.
Listen, I think that it's a special type of treatment that fool need to get when he gets to jail. Because how you going to mess with these women, like these 80-year-old women? These elderly, your grandma, how you going to do your grandma like that?
I'm just thinking, like, most of the time, and this is just me just thinking out loud. Like, most of the time, very old people, when they call an ambulance, if they haven't fallen or something, it's normally like a shortness of breath or something like that, and then you just go and stick your penis in their mouth and
musty, dirty. I've been working all day, dick in somebody's mouth. Are you fucking kidding me? With your sweaty nuts on that lady? That's totally gross. What's he look like?
I wonder if he made them take their dentures out.
See, I was gonna say something. But you said I was going.
No, because what you was gonna say was not. But that ain't the same.
I was gonna say love you a long time.
I already know you was when I said Asian. I already know you was gonna say it. I knew it.
The Luke song came in my head.
I knew it. I knew that's what the hell your ass was gonna say. But yeah, that's just fucked up. Poor little Asian ladies out here.
Yeah, that's man. Listen, they just. Oh, I can't. Miguel, you need your ass. You need somebody to put your dick in. Why? Now, where's Felice Johnson when you need him?
Did you hear about him?
He out.
That joker.
Felice Johnson out.
I think one of our listeners sent us a story about him.
Yeah, he was. Nah, I know about the booty band long before this podcast. He did that. They had that special on the prison.
He said he out of jail now and he married, but he still misses booty.
I'm sure he said, like, we gonna do it the easy way. We're gonna do it the hard way.
He out of jail now and he married, but he still missed that man butt. But do he miss the man butt enough to commit another crime so he can go back in there and get him some?
I mean, but okay, so I would say but it's but. He just can't. How we know he's married to a woman? What woman would marry him? Knowing that not because he likes men, but because he's a rapist. Already said that. So I have a problem with the issue with the rape. I don't have a problem.
Okay, he clearly has to be married to a woman because he wouldn't be missing man butt if he was married to a man.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, let's connect the dots.
Who would marry him? He crazy. The dude is nuts.
He still look exactly the same too. He look exactly the same.
Felice Johnson. I went down that rabbit hole watching his release video, his release interviews and whatnot.
You did?
I did.
Did he say anything interesting?
Not that I can remember. Mm-mm.
So I know that you seen like on like just in general. I think back when I was last year sometime and when I was in Nashville working, I was downtown, like right in the little party stroll in Nashville, and there was this guy selling these donuts that look like penises.
I saw them shits.
Yes. Well, there's a place in Arizona who is actually making like sausage sandwiches and stuff. Like donuts filled with not sausages, but donuts filled with actual cream. So when you bite them, they squirt out the
I'm not interested.
ingredient.
I'm not interested.
You're not interested?
I'm not interested in glizzies in my food.
And they literally try, like everybody is that I've seen eat them are literally trying to see if they can take the whole donut without gagging.
I saw it because it was an old lady or she was an older woman who did it.
Yeah, so this is the new one that is glazed over and everything.
I'm trying to figure out what man just wants to make dicks for a living. with glaze on them.
I mean, and it's so crazy because they make them for both. They make them with vaginas as well, but the vaginas don't sell like the penises do.
Who wants to do like this with a damn donut? That shit is not. That's not how you eat a donut.
Well, I would just think if men do not want to have penises in their mouths, they wouldn't want to eat a donut penis either. But the penises sell out men to the men more than, I mean, just as much as the women.
Well,
like, why would you not get the vagina one?
If they know, like I know, vagina is an acquired taste. That shit is disgusting. So I wouldn't want no damn vagina donut either. That shit is gross. Nobody want that. I've never been more disgusted by I was gonna say material, but what is it? It's not a material, by texture in my fucking life. Yuck. Oh, yeah.
What?
I need somebody to do the Heimlich.
The vagina has a texture? What are these some old floppy pussies that you was eating? I wouldn't want to eat pussy if the pussies was floppy nasty and had texture as well.
I'm saying, the vagina.
No, I don't, because every vagina I've ever had in my mouth or seen had elasticity to them. It didn't have a bad texture.
I didn't say a texture is not, this is not, I'm talking about I don't like it. That's all I'm saying, okay? Don't fucking shoot the messenger, because I don't want to eat no pussy, okay? I'll leave that,
I don't have a problem with you not wanting to eat pussy at all.
I'll leave it to y'all carpet munchers.
Everybody know you're a pillow princess.
Now, I'm not a pillow princess, but I will not partake in the cooch gooch.
That is pillow princess. How many times have you ate a vagina?
I thought a pillow princess was just somebody that just lays there and don't push back. Or is that a dead
pillow princess? They receive, they don't give.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll be that. Guilty. Guilty. That's me.
I was gonna say that's what I know. I know that about you. I know you're not over there giving. Especially now, you're talking about you don't like the texture. I don't like the texture of a pussy.
It's like I don't like the texture of sushi. I don't like the texture of those drinks, those boba drinks that have those, you suck it up in the straw and you got those balls come up through the straw.
You don't like the bobas?
I don't like them shits either. Like, it's just something about this. It's gross. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. I don't like the texture of okra. That shit is slimy and hairy. Just like a cooch. Nobody want that? Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and take us out? Because that's the show.
Okay. Well, guys, now it's time to say goodbye to all my new crew friends. Okay, you can follow Naturally Unbothered on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. You can email us at naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. That is naturallyunbothered2@gmail.com. Leave us a message. We welcome the feedback, the comments, and show ideas. And Ebonites, you know how I love your advice requests, so keep them coming. I feel like a little belch was coming up, tried to hold it down, almost died. Okay, you can listen on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Audible, or wherever you listen to your podcast. You should be listening to us every Thursday. You should be making sure that you're watching us on YouTube. You should be rating us, leaving a review, and selecting the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload new episodes on Thursday. If you're looking for Naturally Unbothered merch, please look no further than www.naturallyunbothered.com. That is www.naturallyunbothered.com to click the merch link. Get your tea ready. Get your coffee ready. Your cocoa. Your wine coolers. Whatever you want. Get it in here and put it in the cup. Do it. We got shot glasses. We got teas. We got everything. www.naturallyunbothered.com and click the merch link. Please. Now, if you remember the gone to pasture, whatever it was gone by, gone whatever, gone bad, gone whatever it was, please, if you remember that episode and you remember what it was, please text me with the response 205-308-8304. That is 205-308-8304, because I can't remember and it's gonna kill me until I do.
I know. I don't know what it is. Man.
I just can't remember. I cannot remember. We'll probably have to reach out to the person who reported that. I think she was the one who said it.
Yeah.
Hey, so y'all need to tell your whole ass friends to tell their whole ass friends to tell their whole ass friends to tune in to Naturally Unbothered, baby.
Definitely. Until next time, everybody, it's been another great episode of Naturally Unbothered. We will see you guys next Thursday.